This is utterly ridiculous. And, well, perfect timing since John Boehner just got reelected Speaker of the House, and a bunch of conservatives are kind of mad about it. Probably because he broke every single promise that he made when he became, or before he became Speaker of the House. Tea Party guy, blah blah blah, and they kind of hate him now. All the conservative radio guys, Limbaugh, probably Hannity, Savages talking crap about him, Levin, they're all talking crap about him. And it's kind of funny because those guys, well, if I recall, because I stopped listening to conservative talk radio for a few years, but when the Tea Parties first started happening, those guys were talking crap about the Tea Party. And now they're all in support of them, probably because they had a lot of listener backlash, because Taxed Enough Already kind of sounds good to a lot of people. Ebola, evil voices, and the devil. This is just a funny article. If this is real, this is just utter ridiculousness. It's utter ridiculousness whether it's real or not, But easily could be a contrived story. This guy got indicted on January 7th on charges of threatening to murder the congressman in a plot police said included poisoning his drink at the country club. That's not exactly accurate. He said that he could have poisoned the drink, but Hoyt told the officer he was Jesus Christ and he was going to kill Boehner because Boehner was mean to him at the country club and because Boehner is responsible for Ebola. Hoyt advised he had a loaded Beretta 380 automatic and he was going to shoot Boehner and take off. This is an email conversation down here between Debbie Boehner and Hoyt. Oh yeah, sorry. Officer said Hoyt told him he regretted not having enough time to put something in Boehner's drink. So he... there's a contradiction to that in this story. Hang on. Wait, Mr. Boehner, I seriously do not want to embarrass anyone. I am willing to drop all of this if you and Dr. Bob Buring deliver my termination report to me personally, or transport me to a secure location where the three of us can have an honest conversation. If I had any intention of hurting Mr. Boehner, I could have poisoned his wine at Wetherington many, many times. I do not believe I have lied about anything nor exaggerated. This is extremely urgent. Tuesday, earlier the better. Talk to Bob Buring, please. We can work together and succeed or fail miserably. My phone died, I am at home, I have a dog and a cat, so please do not bust in. I will leave my lights on inside and out all night. You probably know where I live. Redacted, Matson Avenue, Deer Park, Ohio. What's with the redacted shit? Debbie Boehner, what is this about? Mr. Boehner, or Mrs. Boehner, I was fired. I could not email Mr. Boehner directly. If he took a real interest in anything, he would ensure his club was better than the country. But they are exactly the same, and life goes on. SSDD, whatever that means. Sincerely, Mike, your former bartender. That, just the wording of it's kind of weird. White said he started hearing the devil's voices from his speaker in his car and his radio at home after he was fired. The voices were telling him that Boehner was evil. He told investigators he dialed 911 because he believed evil people were going to come chop him up, and he was trying to expose Boehner as the devil. Okay, so Boehner's the devil now? So Boehner was talking through the radio to him, right? This also kind of serves the purpose of demonizing so-called conspiracy theorists. He also told agents he imagined a scenario where he confronted Boehner about Ebola in front of one of the sports stadiums in downtown Cincinnati. He said he wanted large crowds to be present, so he never even confronted him about it. Yeah. Further down in the article, he was treated for a psychotic episode 2 years ago, and he was prescribed medication but stopped taking it after 6 months. He also admitted to having suicide thoughts from time to time, but did not act on them. They searched his home on Halloween and and found all this crap and a notebook containing John Boehner and Ebola. That shows no context to those words. Yeah, on one page we found John Boehner, and on another page Ebola. There were no other words on the page, just those words. So we were afraid for John Boehner. That's a joke, people. Okay. It's just the ridiculous way the article puts it that I'm making fun of. Boehner told agents he knew Hoyt as the bartender at the Westchester Country Club, but did not remember any negative interactions with him. Okay. And 3 people actually total have threatened John Boehner's life. This guy of Newcastle, Indiana, was arrested May 9th on charges of making threats against Boehner over Congress's failure to extend unemployment insurance. And this guy was arrested May 15th and charged with threatening to kill Boehner via Twitter. Ah, we got the document right here. I have not gone over it yet, but I'll leave that up to you if you want to go over it. In other ridiculous news, I'm sure you've heard of CENTCOM's Twitter and YouTube accounts hacked, which isn't really any sort of big deal because it's Twitter and YouTube. As far as, like just the hacking itself, it's not like they hacked CENTCOM itself, okay? But it was probably done by CENTCOM or the NSA or something. A Twitter account from a group identifying itself as anonymous said Monday it had tracked the source of the hack to Maryland, but that was not confirmed by official sources, as if they would. Oh, the cyber caliphate shit, what a joke. And in other news, this is Zero Hedge, and Turkish president's stunning outburst. The French are behind the Charlie Hebdo massacre, Mossad blamed. The Financial Times article that is linked here, I can't view the article because I'm not paying for viewing financialtimes.com, okay? But there's numerous quotes in here, and the duplicity of the West is obvious, Erdogan said at the press conference. As Muslims, we have never sided with terror or massacres. Racism, hate speech, Islamophobia are behind these massacres. Well, that's not exactly, well, his punchline. The culprits are clear. French citizens undertook this massacre, and Muslims were blamed for it. I doubt it would be just straight up French citizens. They did look military trained and all, but Financial Times is confused, although political leaders in Turkey have repeatedly condemned the attacks on the Hebdo magazine. A Jewish supermarket and a policewoman, a parallel narrative has emerged in the country, with conspiracy theorists blaming the murders on foreign intelligence agencies rather than radical Islamists. If there were murders, I would say it would be kind of both, a mixture. It's not like there is no such thing as radical Islamists and shit, It's not like they don't kill people. There are actually real beheadings out there, though the ones the media covers heavily are fake as hell. Things of the like are being said in Russia as well. Some pro-Kremlin commentators sought to link the killings to geopolitical machinations by the U.S. Komsomolskaya Pravda, one of Russia's leading tabloids, ran the headline. Did the Americans stage the terror attack in Paris? Maybe. And I've been tired from research, and I still haven't researched this "What Does It Mean" article here, and read the links in it. But I'm coming to that. What the frickin' hell? Of course, just as I frickin' hit record again, this thing. What is this thing doing? It refreshes on me. Frickin' Washington Times, I hate them. Oh, the cyber caliphate! Shut up, Washington Times. You're pissing me off. Islamic State launches social media campaign to unleash city wolves. And the main point I just want to make about this one is Islamic State-linked Twitter accounts have used the hashtag #FightForHim, a reference to the Prophet Muhammad, over 3,000 times since early Sunday. One tweet says, "Revenge for him. Cut the tongues that do not have anything to insult except Allah and His Prophet." Okay, I have way more to insult other than Allah and His Prophet, so I think my tongue's okay. And then there's this. I only got like 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna do this in the next video. But this is kind of ridiculous.